Welcome to the BossTalks podcast. It's Bossman here, and today I'm here with a special guest, and what makes him so special is we somewhat look alike. He's a host of his own podcast. I would consider him a pretty boy, and I'm excited for you guys to meet him. So you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's OJ. That's really it, honestly. But like you said, yeah, I do have a podcast and stuff like that. I actually kind of took inspiration from you when I saw you doing your podcast. I was like, hey, maybe it's time to kind of hop on the podcast wave or whatever. So I appreciate you.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Inspiring out here.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
exactly.
So how'd you come up with OJ?
So actually, it kind of goes way back or whatever. So my first name's Orion or whatever. So like, and then the J stands for a middle name, which we're not gonna say because, but I just had like a nickname going on because I played football back in the day. And OJ Simpson used to play football as well. So they'd be like, oh, yo, OJ the Juice Man. So I just kind of rolled with it. And then I was like, shit, OJ Twink, OJ Twonk, just kind of did that. And the rest is kind of history. Now it's, everybody knows OJ a little bit. So
That's cool, bro.
Yeah.
I like that.
How did you come up with Boss Man? Like,
So I used to work construction.
okay.
And I don't know, that's just what people would call me there for some
Really?
reason. Yeah. And I actually created my page, thought any idea that I've ever thought of, I thought of at the construction site.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like in a porta potty when I came up with most of the stuff I did, bro.
How was that like working construction? Because I've never worked a job. So like,
Really?
how did that kind of work for you?
Bro, it sucked, man. 60 hours a week, working in the sun, working in the cold. Yeah, bro, 100 degrees, 10 degrees, I'm there. So, yeah, it wasn't very fun, but, the pay wasn't as good as it is now, obviously.
Yeah,
but
obviously. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know, but I started OnlyFans when I was in high school.
Dang, no, I didn't.
Yeah, so when I was freshly 18, I turned 18. I was in my senior year. And I just kind of, was like, fuck it. I had a friend who was doing it. Now, he doesn't do it anymore or whatever because he kind of like fell off or whatever. But I mean, I just was like, screw it, let's try it, and started it while in high school. And that was an experience within itself. You know?
Bro, did anyone find it when you were in high school?
Oh, yeah. I mean, teachers, principal, like my guidance counselor was like almost a mom to me almost. And she came to me with my like Twitter almost. And she was like, what is this or whatever? And I told her, I was like, gotta put food on the table, so.
Yeah.
And my friends too, I'd be like walking down the hall and they'd be like, OJ Twink or whatever. I'm like, oh.
How long ago was that?
Oh man, coming up on 3 years now.
Yeah.
So.
Dang, so in high school, I guess you didn't have to work, and then you start the Blue Page while you're in high school, so it makes sense you never, worked a regular job before.
Yeah, I mean, I did, like, ice cream scooping when I was 16 or whatever, but that's not, like, a real job. I never, corporate job, nothing like that, or, construction, nothing, so.
Yeah. Huh. So I guess, and you'd consider yourself a twink, right? Not a twink?
Yeah, I'd consider myself a twink. I know my Instagram used to be OJ_twink because I think twink was taken, or maybe it was derogatory or something, so they didn't let me do it. But I would say as I've gotten older, I'm definitely a twink, and I like being a twink.
Yeah.
Like cute little twink.
What do you consider me, a twink or a twunk?
You're definitely a twonk.
Yeah.
You're a really cute twonk though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're very attractive. I would say you're more attractive in person, actually.
Yeah. Thank you. I feel like I get that sometimes. I feel like I get that kind of often. I feel like sometimes I'd be looking shops on IG and stuff. I feel like I'm like, dang, how do I have
exactly
followers?
Yeah, I know exactly how you feel with that because I do the same thing. I'll be like, damn, man, I look chopped. And then I'll meet somebody in person. They're like, you do not act or you don't look how, you see on social media almost. So
Yeah. Nice. Well, so do you have any cool stories from doing OF? You ever met any subs or anything cool happened just because of, OF?
I mean, I've met a couple people in person. Yeah. I had a situation where I was actually at Chipotle one time.
Yes.
And yeah, I was getting my protein or whatever. And I was, in the line and I could see this guy kind of eye fucking me a little bit, kind of looking at me and stuff. And how you can tell somebody kind of knows you or whatever. They're looking at you doing double takes, triple takes and stuff. And I I got up there and I started making my bowl or whatever I was making, and he looked at me and he's like, "Are you OJ or whatever?" And I was like, "Oh Lord, no." So basically I was just like, "Yeah, like it's nice to meet you or whatever," because I love meeting fans or whatever. It's really cool, but he hooked me up with some extra protein for free, so I was really really
he worked
happy.
there?
Yeah, he worked there.
Oh,
he
I
was
thought he was, like,
working.
the same.
Yeah, he was working. So
Yeah.
I was happy to get the extra protein, and then I told him to meet me after a shift. No, but yeah. So
Bro, that's sick. But a fun fact, bro, is I eat Chipotle like 9 or 10 times a week.
really,
Yeah. Yeah. So like, I feel like if something like that happened to you, I feel like that'd be the place that would happen to me at.
yeah. I mean, I love Chipotle too. It's
Mhm.
great. But I don't know about 9-10 times a week.
Yeah, bro, you just mix it up, man. It's got the protein. It's healthy.
Everything
it's
you
like
need.
it's quick.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's like cheap, but like it's like affordable.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
So that's like my go-to, man. I don't like cooking, so.
How long have you been in the sphere for?
And what?
The sphere for like OnlyFans and like social media
Oh,
and
bro,
stuff
I started the blue page before I even had an Instagram or anything.
Really?
Like May of 2023.
that. Okay.
And then I was like, well, how am I going to get a following if I don't have no social media or anything?
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is I had like a personal Instagram, had like 700 followers maybe.
Yeah.
And so what I did is I DM'd 100 content creators,
Mm-hmm.
and only one of them responded. And we're like really good friends to this day. He actually came with me here. And shout out Opash, also known as Ashton. And he was like, yeah, bro, you know, if you send me this amount of money, I'll do like a giveaway promo thing. I've never done it before. Hopefully it works.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I didn't know if he was scamming me or not. I was like, well, let's talk about it on the phone. Like, I was hesitant to call, but eventually we ended up talking on the phone. I sent him $400, and then he did like a giveaway thing on his page. He was like, sub to him, his free page, and then I forgot what the winner got. I want to say it was like a free year subscription and something else. But so I got like 1,000 free subs, you know, like my first day actually trying the blue page.
Yeah.
And then I made like $4,000 off that, like the
Wow.
first weekend. So yeah, going from, you know, it used to take me a month to make that.
Mm.
But at the time also too, I wasn't thinking about taxes or any of that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, free money, like dang. And then I was waiting for the money to hit my account, so I knew this was real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like then a couple weeks later, made my first $10,000. I was like, dang. Like I started like coming up with plans, and like from getting that exposure at the time, like I was reaching out to more creators. They started responding. I was just paying people to promote me, bro, because I didn't have social media or anything. But I guess I'm kind of yapping. To answer your question, I've been doing the blue page since May 2023.
Okay.
And then I started Instagram in, I want to say May of 2024.
Wow.
Somewhere around there. Maybe no,
Yeah.
it was like June or July of 2024.
Wow.
And so I've been doing it a little over a year now. Got a decent following.
Mhm.
I wish it was a little higher, but you know.
It takes time. You know,
Yeah,
it's
it
not
takes
something
time.
it's not something that just comes like, you know, like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's highs and lows to the industry for sure.
Yeah. Well,
And-
sometimes, bro, I think my content's so good. I've got my account deleted twice.
Yeah.
You got to pay someone to get it back.
Yeah.
And so that's unfortunate.
Does
but
that work? Like,
yeah, bro. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, the first time I paid someone like $600. Second time it was like $1,200, and then I've got suspended probably 6 times. So
Yeah.
you know, you do that enough, you're not gonna want to promote you. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like with what you do on the blue page, do you do collabs and stuff?
Yeah, so that's a really good question, because I get a lot of requests to do collabs and stuff like that. But to answer your question, no. But the reason why is I'm kind of a lover boy. You know what I mean? So like getting on camera and like, you know, having sex with somebody for, you know, like monetary gain or something like that, it's just not worth it to me. You know what I mean? Like
I respect that.
I like to, if I'm, you know, having, you know, intercourse with somebody, I want it to just be like me and him, me and her in that moment. You know what I mean? So it's very, you know, it's weird. I've heard a lot of people say that, well, that's weird or whatever. Like you basically
not
jerk
weird at
off or
all.
whatever, but like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's the same as like having, you know, sex or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think, you know, doing the blue page, I think a lot of people have its what's it called when they like kind of categorize you?
a stigma.
Yeah, Yeah, it's like that. They have this stigma that, you know, everyone that does the blue page is just like a whore, you know, like in real life.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool that you say that. But with that said, like, what do you say your body count is? With guys, girls, any y'all?
So I don't really do girls anymore. I used to, like, when I was younger, like when I was in high school, I was kind of like ripping through girls because I was like more DL. But now it's a lot of, it's like 13, 14, probably like 4 or 5 girls and then the rest guys. Like I haven't hooked up with a girl and I can't even remember how long, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I guess your sexuality, would you say you're bisexual? Are you gay now?
Yeah, so I think I say like gay curious, honestly. You know, like gay curious because I mean I do find women attractive and stuff like that. Like love women, but romantically, like guys is where it's at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really like guys, and you know, I see myself marrying a guy and things of that nature. What about you though? Like, where do you kind of label yourself?
Man, my personal life, straight up, I like girls. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm still ripping through girls, I guess. But
Yeah.
you know, for the blue page, I like working with guys because guys are easier to work with. It's like fun. It performs better. Like, it's just cool. And then I also thought it was cool that, like, I never really thought about it until I made, like, my first collab with a guy. And then I was like, oh, this actually ain't bad. Like,
Yeah, it's not too terrible.
Yeah. And then my recent collab with a guy, like, I low-key liked it. And so, like, I don't know, it's been, like, weighing on my mind a little bit, you know?
So you
like,
think you're maybe leaning more towards, like, being bisexual, maybe?
Oh, definitely now, yeah. Because there's no way a straight guy's going to like it like I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so...
I've heard of a lot of people doing that though. Like, you know, they like come into the industry like kind of straight or whatever, and you know what I mean, or being, you know, like the baity stuff, you know, and they end up like actually like becoming, you know, fruity or like bi or whatever, and I think that's cool. I mean, it's got to get out of you somehow. You know? So.
All right, I'm about to ask you something. I want you to tell me the full truth.
Okay.
Do you think I'm a gay baiter?
Do I think you're a gay baiter? No. And the reason why is because you're open about it. You know, you're open about your sexuality. You tell people like, hey, I'm doing this for like you guys basically. You know what I mean? Like there's people in gay porn that are straight. You know what I mean? Like they only fuck with girls or whatever. They just shoot those scenes for, you know, basically money or like, you know, for their fans. Yeah. So I don't think it's considered, you know, queer baiting or whatever. You know, somebody's going to do it.
Right.
At the end of the day, somebody's going to do it. If you can do it right and connect with a community and build like a really good community, I think, and you're upfront about it, I don't label that as like queer baiting for sure. Yeah.
Nice. I always wondered that. I think I'm going to start asking that because I just like it because it's like one time I was at it was in Nashville, Tennessee. It's like a club called Play. And I was there and this dude came up to me. He's like, you know, I really don't like the stuff you post. Really? I'm like, oh. I was like, why? And he was just telling me, he was like, because you know you're straight in your real life and you're teasing us. He's like basically calling me a queer baiter, saying I take advantage of the gay community and all that. I'm like, I think we just look at it completely different, you know? Yeah,
there's certain people who do look at it, like you said, like completely different. There's people who get it and there's people who don't. I mean, I'll never, you know, if I was in your position, really, I would never like try to make somebody understand. You know, the people who understand, and the people who don't kind of thing, you know?
That's true.
I mean, I could see like why it could be like upsetting, but at the end of the day, like porn it's fake. You know what I mean? It's not real or whatever. Like what we're doing on social media, like we're not getting fucked every single day. We're not, you know what I mean? Like we have lives and we do stuff, and it's just kind of, it's weird, but that's why I don't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? You're up in front and honest about it. So
yeah, I always wondered that because when I came up with my Instagram username, well, I didn't come up with the guy that I was working with at the time. I was like paying him to run my Twitter back when I used to do Twitter, and he would just like DM people and like try to set up collabs for me, and that's it. But he's a really smart guy, and he was like, yo, you should start doing social media. I was like, well, yeah, but like I don't know how to do videos, like. Because before I got in the blue page, you know, I tried to make videos and didn't look good. Like I didn't have a niche at the time, but I eventually gave it a shot. because I did a collab with, you know who Timothy Champagne is?
I do.
Yeah, I did a collab with him, and he posted it on an Instagram that I had that had like 2 followers on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got like 4,000 followers from like just a regular picture collaborative post.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. And it had good traffic to my blue page too. And so I was going to take it serious. But he said Boss Man Baits. And at the time, I've never heard the word gay baiter before.
Really?
Ever. Like queer baiting, gay baiting, never heard it in my life.
Wow.
And then everyone started calling me that in the comments. Like, I didn't really notice it until I got to probably like around 10,000 followers. I started seeing it like on every post. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. Like, I'm pretty sure if I scroll all the way down to my Instagram, like Reels, and I start looking at some, I'll read the comments where I ask someone, I'm like, what's that mean?
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny. It's funny because you kind of, everybody who does get in the industry, like even me in the beginning, like people would be like, oh, you're a gay baiter or whatever, because you just pop up out of nowhere, and like people get like envious or whatever, even though that like technically what you were doing was kind of gay baiting or whatever, but you were being open about it or whatever, like literally Boss Man Baits, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
right. Can't get more open than that.
Yeah, you can't get more open than that. But like, I even got hate. I know people at the house here that have gotten hate for that and stuff. And it's like, people are going to say what they want to say. You know what I mean? You can't really control that. So it's just be who you are, you know, and just roll with it.
Nice. Thanks for the words of encouragement. You're right.
I do have a question for you though.
Uh-huh.
So let's say I, was like, hey, boss man, let's do a collab. Would you top or would you bottom?
I would say, since you consider yourself a twink, I think it would make sense for me to top.
Top? You don't think twinks can top?
Oh yeah. There's is it a dom twink?
I can show you how what's it called, a twink tops, if you want me to.
Oh snap! Dang, bro, I wish you did collab. Bro,
yeah, I mean,
good.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe you can be my first one day.
I would totally be down for that. That'd be awesome.
It'd be a lot of fun. I think. I don't know. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities, that's for sure. But it's just something that right now I don't need to do it, and it's just kind of the way it is.
Yeah. I think it's funny you said that, because like I've been like 2 or 3 guys first like ever collabs, and I love doing that. So I don't know, if you ever think about it, I'll be here. I'm in one DM
you like
away.
Being there first?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just a text message away.
bet. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Maybe a plane ticket.
You gonna fly me out?
I would, yeah.
All right.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be sick. It'd make a good money and good film.
Yeah, I think that video would actually pop off.
It would.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it would be.
But speaking of that, where's like the wildest place you've ever done it at?
Wildest place? I've actually got caught doing this, but I did it in my high school parking lot.
Wow. Yeah, I've never done that.
And I got caught, and it was my best friend who's DL. Still very DL too. So like kind of the whole school started figuring out and stuff, and it was really bad. I haven't really told that story before, but that's why we kind of stopped being like best friends, because I kind of like outed him or whatever, because he got caught like, hooking up with me in my car or whatever.
Was this like in the morning or like just?
It was before school. And like we were gonna skip first period because everybody like go to their classes and stuff, and we were just gonna stay in there, and hook up basically. And we got caught by this guy who came past on like a golf cart or whatever. And I had like a fishbowl in high school. Like literally you could see anything I was doing in my car. And he you heard like the backing up of the golf cart, and then like you see it like shaking him get out, and then he just comes and knocks on the window, and he's like, y'all two go to the principal's office now or whatever. So I like throw my freaking clothes on, and it was wild.
How do you explain that to a principal? Be like, yeah, we were just hanging out and stuff.
We were just it was really bad, but I haven't really talked to him that much since. We used to be best friends, but that kind of ended after that.
Bit. So like something like that, I've always wondered. So with gay stuff, you kind of have to plan that, right? Like, does he you plan it, and then I guess he's got to clean up before he goes to school?
To some extent. I mean, we weren't really like that deep yet. It was just more like I was giving him head, and then he was like jerking me off or whatever. So it wasn't like, you know, anything too crazy. Like nobody was prepared or anything. But I mean, sometimes you got to be willing to get dirty, you know, if the time presents itself.
Yeah, right before school though.
I probably would have left. I probably would have went home. Like honestly, like I was bad. My senior year, I was like, I have 2 classes. Like it didn't really matter to me. So
yeah. Man, I had some stories like that in high school. I was weird, bro.
You were?
Yeah, like weird. Like I looked a lot different. I definitely acted a lot different. I was a little weirdo, bro. You know? Now I'm just weird, just in a different way. But
I don't think you're weird. I mean, people probably look at us like we're weird. I mean,
absolutely.
All the time,
bro.
we go out in public, and people would be like, "Oh, you know," they see me wearing like a nice chain or something like that, or like, you know, some jewelry, and they'll be like, "Oh, what do you do for work?" I don't hide them. Like I do OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something that, you know, bothers me saying or anything like that. It's just more of, you know, it's what I do for work. You know, regardless of how you look at it, I love it. You don't have to. You know what I mean? So, have you had to deal with any of that before? Like, kind of coming out clean to like people, family members, or anything like that?
Yeah. So my dad knows. He's never said anything to me about it. And then my mom, she found out because TikTok emailed her and recommended my podcast page. And so that didn't go well at all. But a lot of it's, I lied to her for so long. I felt so bad. And then sometimes, like, you know, in my personal life, like if a girl asks me what I do for work, I used to tell them social media, but then they're like, show me. I'm like, oh, you don't want to see it. But then I'll be like, I own a social media agency.
Right.
Which, you know, sounds better.
It does, yeah.
And then lately, bro, I've been telling everyone, and I'm like, they either, you know, unadd me or they think it's really hot that I do that.
Yeah, no, I've gotten that same type of, you know, feel. I mean, we kind of talked about like me being in high school. Like I had a lot of support, but like obviously it's like backhanded support. You're in high school, like a lot of people are fake and stuff. Yeah. So a lot of people would be like, oh, he's weird, but at the same time be like, oh, are we going here? Are we getting a yacht here or whatever? You know, like kind of taking advantage of it, which I didn't really care. Now that I'm older, I've kind of surrounded myself with people who are in the industry and stuff like that. So it's kind of, it's not the same as it used to be. Like everybody's supporting and stuff. If we go out, you know, there's no point of hiding it. Like I'm proud of what I do. You know, my parents know and stuff like that, even though I don't really talk to my parents, but that's not the reason why either. It's just, it's different. I feel like now, it's becoming more widely accepted that like a bunch of other things can just be jobs now. You know, me putting, you know, my hand on my dick could be a job basically. So
yeah, I think it's funny. It's, for example, like me and this girl, we've been talking lately. Like, so I've been in Miami for 14, 15 days now. Right. And I actually met her a few days before I left, you know, in Tennessee. And we hung out like the last 2 days I was in Tennessee, and it was really nice. But then, like last night, she texted me and she's like, I don't know. I've been thinking about it, like the whole like, you know, OF stuff just makes her uncomfortable. And I feel like that's just a part of it. Like, you know, as much as it sucked losing her a little bit, just, I don't know. That's like the only downfall I feel like is it's not very, people think that just because you don't have morals or they don't like what you did on there. But I feel like I'm a lot different than that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's definitely, I know exactly how you feel because like I'm kind of religious or whatever. Like I'm a Christian, and I think like people always ask me all the time. They're like, "Oh, how do you do this?" and like still like, you know, feel okay or whatever. And I'm like, well, I'm at peace with like my God. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I know that I'm a good person. When the camera goes off or whatever, I know who I am as a person or whatever. And, you know, regardless of what I do for work, like, you know, everything that I've gotten right now is because I'm blessed. You know what I mean? So it's definitely, I make peace with it. And, you know, people who just don't support, they obviously just aren't, you know, looking out for your best intentions. You know what I mean? Because you're obviously really successful. So why would somebody want to like put you down for that almost, you know?
Yeah. Well, she kept saying this. She kept saying that, which is valid. Well, kind of. But she said she wants to be with someone that is, like she said she wants her relationship with God to be better. And then she said she looks for that in a partner. And she says that, but she goes out every weekend. Like she was with one of my friends once, and like the night they met, she was like
doing unholy things. Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm like, okay. And then, a month later, she's trying to tell me like, this, that, and the third. And it's just, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. It's too much about her, but I don't know. Sometimes
You seem heartbroken, man.
No, I'm not. It just sucks that like the morality thing of it. Like that's how people view it. Reasonably so, because I think before I started, I thought that too.
Yeah.
So.
No. Yeah, no, definitely. You definitely do struggle in the beginning. Once you hit a point where you're just like, fuck it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're just like, it does not matter. Like I said, you know that you're a good person or whatever.
Right.
The things that you do for people, or just like the things that you do for yourself. Like you're looking out for your best interests. You know what I mean? Not everybody can go start a multi-million-dollar company,
right.
But if you can do something like we're doing and be successful at it, why would you kind of stop that or like want to get in the way if they cared about you?
Yeah, that's true.
They would find a way to there's always ways to compromise. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that you should compromise or anything, but there's always ways.
No, you just gotta accept it or leave, bro.
Yep,
you know what
exactly.
I mean?
No, exactly.
But well, I guess to get back to the blue page, what would you say the craziest custom you've done is?
Oh man, I've had a couple crazy ones. There was this one was more like weird than like crazy, but this guy I'm not kink shaming either. If you're totally into this, please hit me up because I'll continue to do it. He wanted me to get butt naked. He would order me food to my house.
Mm-hmm.
He'd want me to eat the food. And then like, as I'm eating the food, like stand up and like rub my stomach and be like, I'm so full.
Mm-hmm.
And like burp for him and stuff like that. And be like, yeah, it was,
man.
Yeah.
I hope that guy hits me up.
Yeah. But, and then there was another one like where this guy would like literally want me to repeatedly sit on a camera for like 5 minutes, like bounce on it.
Yeah. Interesting. Like with clothes on, clothes off?
No, off. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, we do customs around here. Like, I make sure I do them all. So,
do you mind telling me how much you charged for that?
For which one?
The sitting one.
Oh, the sitting on the camera? I think it was like 500.
Really? I got 500.
Yeah. You got 500?
Yeah.
I'll give you an IRL custom.
That'd be sick.
Then we can film it and then sell it. See? Like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You don't have to do too crazy stuff for collabs, but you could do a little something.
Yeah.
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 At least a photo shoot, something.
We could do a photo shoot.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I'm working on. So I was bulking, and now I'm working on cutting. I'm trying to look like a twink, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you look good though. Like I think you look good the way you are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like my face is fat, so I gotta get that slim. But I want to have like a twink face with a twink build.
There you go. Yeah, you want to have like the sleeper build almost or whatever they call it.
Yeah, it's like what's his name, Jake Andrich. I guess his isn't as much as of a twink face, but I think that would look good together.
Yeah. No, I think it will look good. I mean, how long have you been going to the gym and working out and stuff like that?
Like a year, bro. I just got all this stubborn fat.
Were you like a little bit chubbier when you were a kid, or?
No, dude. I was like 130 pounds, and then
metabolism stopped.
I quit going to the gym. I was drinking a lot, like Twisted Teas, man. I was drinking all the time.
Yeah.
Now that beer gut came up, and then I burned a lot of it off, but now I feel like I'm just left with the stubborn fat. So
Yeah.
just working on it.
Yeah, you just got it's what do they call it? Like when you're in college or whatever, they're like you're a freshman 15 or something like that. Like you gain all that damn weight, but you'll be fine, man. You're dedicated. You're going to the gym and stuff like that. That's all that matters. Being healthy. Like, yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm in shape. I just don't think I'm like in OF shape. You know what I mean? Like a lot of creators are on steroids, and so it's just I think it makes it hard mentally.
Really? Okay.
So I'd be like, dang, if I don't look like that, but then not on TRT and trend and all that stuff. So
have you ever thought about that or no?
Very briefly, but I don't think I could do it. Like the long-term effects just aren't worth because I feel like in the most humble way possible, I just feel like I make enough money to where it doesn't make sense for me to jeopardize anything. Like I think I'll be able to retire by 30, like at least on the blue page side for sure, and so I just don't see the point like doing that stuff.
Yeah. No, I completely understand. I mean, I think that it's not healthy regardless. I mean, I know a few creators in the sphere who do it or whatever, and I don't know. I mean, yeah, they look good, but it just looks so unnatural too. Like, you know that like they're on it or whatever, and it's not a good look. Like, not to throw shade, like, but Timothy Champagne, like,
oh,
you know, like
he told me he was on it.
Yeah, he's on like steroids, but he looks good. Like, he's a good looking guy or whatever. But like, if he wasn't on it and he got that shredded, he would look so much better. So like doing it the natural way is, you know. I mean, sometimes you need help though. Sometimes people just don't have the genetics to get, you know, big or whatever, and they need that help. But I mean, he's like really big, so I think he would be fine like getting shredded.
Yeah,
but
he's really strong too. Like, it's kind of funny you brought him up. I remember we were filming reels, and there was like this one where he was like picking me up a certain kind of way, and like he just walked up and picked me up like I was like 10 pounds. I was like, dadgum.
Yeah,
that's a strong.
It turned you on a little bit.
No, I wouldn't say it turned me on, but it really impressed me. I was like, dang, it's like one of the strongest. Like, this guy would be the strongest OF creator. That's not like a meathead, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
So, but bro, it was really nice talking to you today. This is a really good.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate you for having me on. I'm sure, you know, we'll have you on Loud and Proud here soon. So
I hope
that'll be fun. Yeah, thank you for, you know, having me out and stuff. And it was great, you know, finally talking to you like in person and stuff. So
nice. You want to plug your socials?
Yeah, so on Instagram it's gonna be why not OJ. And TikTok OJ.on.low. Like, you'll find it. But yeah, man, I appreciate you so much.
For sure. His links will be in the description. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.